That's what happens when you try to do your job. People want to, play games and trying to get over on the system, bro. Like, I know she here. I just bought the food here, literally. Hey, how you doing? Mike from DoorDash?
Yes.
So I just bought you your food, right?
Yes.
About 10 minutes ago?
Yes.
So why am I driving off? Why did I get a dispute claim saying that you didn't get your food and I handed it to you right in your hand?
I never got no food, sir.
You just said you got the food.
No, I didn't. I never got no food.
But you got the Culver's cup in your hand.
I never got no food.
I got you a double cheeseburger, a fry, barbecue sauce, and a large, and a medium Pepsi.
Sir, I never got no food.
So basically, you gonna play this game. So look, this one, I just want to tell you this, ma'am. This is how I provide for my family. This is how I take care of my 2 kids and my wife. I do this every day, at least for 8 hours a day. And when you dispute claims and lie on me,
okay, I understand all that, but I never got no food.
You did though.
No, I didn't. I never got no food.
I literally handed you the food. I got you saying that you got the food.
No.
So listen, when you do that, I'm gonna tell you my situation. I know you probably don't care or you don't understand, so I'm trying to help you understand. Like, I pay bills with DoorDash. So when you lie and make claims like this, I get in trouble. I can get fired. You know what I'm saying? I only can get so many numbers of disputes and claims and people like you trying to get over on the system and get your money back and all that. But you know you got the food, you're wrong. You did though.
No, I didn't. I never got no food.
Oh my God.
I never got no food.
Why is you sitting there with a straight face?
I never got no food.
Man, listen.
Sir, I never got no food.
Hear me out. Because you really making yourself look bad.
I never got no food.
Now, if I got to send this video to corporate and to the police,
whoever you want,
or bank, you're going to get. Man, you got the Culver's cup in your hand.
I never got no food.
Wow. So this is just, okay, whatever. You can play dumb, whatever. That's cool. Could you do me a favor though? Could you go on your phone? Because I don't want to do all the extra stuff. I'm not like, I don't be on that. I got things to do. Could you go and, remove the claim?
No.
Wow. Really?
No, I can't.
So now what if, I'm not going to even threaten you. I'm just saying, like, what if I was crazy or something? Like, what if, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know you're dealing with people going through things, people are paying bills, trying to provide for their family, and you just sitting here lying and making things hard for people.
Okay, I just told you I got no food, so what you want me to do?
What you mean you didn't get the, so who got the food then?
I don't know.
I brought it right to you.
I don't know. It's me.
What you mean?
What you talking about? I don't have no food. You never brought me no food.
I did
For my get no food. I ain't get no food.
Wow, that shit is crazy.
Social media has truly showed me that women are no more caring, loving, and nurturing than men are. And I know we say women's intuition and all these type of things and stuff like that. I don't believe women and men are any different when it comes to their morality. I think that's on a person-by-person basis, not a man or woman thing. Because that right there, she was just as heartless and as cold as a man. I expect that cold and ruthless behavior from men, not from women. 15-year-old me would have expected that. Now let's flip the script. Imagine if that was your baby mama. Imagine how difficult your life is about to be if she was your baby mama. And I can almost guarantee you, in theory, that she's somebody's baby mama. I feel sorry for that dude or those dudes.
Come on, babe.
Come on, y'all cannot play with me like that. Boy, you got a whole mole on your chin. You was not.
She got the same exact one.
Hey, baby, you got a mole. Let me see your toes. That second toe long as hell, boy.
She got the same one. What is you have to do your same every
Let me smell your breath. My baby breath stink. Yeah, yours smell good. She got that bad tooth back there. I know you not mine. Baby,
You know.
let me see your teeth. Yeah, she got that bad tooth. I knew it. Yeah. Thought you had me with that road, boy. Hell no.
Believe it or not, this same exact thing happened to my grandfather. My grandmother was an identical twin. And not until their later years, you really couldn't tell the difference between the two. And I'm not going to tell the whole story, but one time my grandfather came home from work. And, back in those days, when you come home from work, the food supposed to be done. But there was no food done. So he's like, yo, where's the food? Why the food ain't done? And he thought he was talking to my grandmother, but he was talking to my grandmother's identical twin. And she was like, the twin was like, I ain't your maid. My grandfather was about to get really angry with her. And before he got too angry, she said, nah, it's a prank, it's a prank. And she revealed that she was the identical twin. Because my grandmother's twin, although they were identical, my grandmother was more mellow and more calm, and her twin was outgoing, lively, you know what I'm saying? So when she spoke to him like that, that was outside the character of how my grandmother was. I honestly don't know how my grandfather did it, because if I was married to an identical twin, I ain't gonna lie, there's always be a thought like, am I really with my wife? Like, what if you had a family function or whatever, and you go behind her and give her a kiss on the cheek or whatever, and you hug her from behind, and that's not even your wife? Like, I'd be thinking about stuff like that.
I actually do know my worth. It's just that sometimes I get bored. Like, having self-respect for yourself, it's not always just peaceful. Like, it is boring. Let's talk about it. Let's actually talk about it, because it is boring. So sometimes I just do things for character development. It's not because I don't have self-respect. I just get bored.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why thought and culture is at an all-time high. In my opinion, I believe that she literally just told us why thoughting is more fun than not thoughting. I really believe she's saying not being a thought is boring. Being a thought builds character development. Because women are more indirect. They ain't gonna tell you straight up half the time. They always want you to read between the lines. This is me reading between the lines, and I ain't liking what I'm reading. If we're living in a time period where thoughting is more fun, more enjoyable, more fulfilling than being a wholesome woman with character, women with value, women with morals, then I blame it on the culture, because women are always going to follow the dominant culture. Whatever that culture is saying, that's what they're going to do. And it goes across any society. Just all you got to do is observe different groups of women from different cultures in different areas. They act different in different areas based on the culture. And I would say the solution is go get your passports, but you know why that might not even be the best solution? Because everybody got these. Everybody got phones. They got these devices. And the interconnectedness of the internet, everybody's kind of thinking the same thing. We're seeing the same videos, we get exposed to the same type of schools of thought and thinking. So now women in villages who have an Android phone can get on TikTok or anything and hear women talk like this, and then they can adopt that same ideology and that same type of culture. So to me, the only hope I think is left is being a man of God and marrying a woman of God. God is the only thing that can save us, honestly. Jesus, Yeshua.
I deserve to have a traditional wife. They want to go be a passport, bro. And I'm like, bro, you're fat, you're broke, you don't deserve a traditional wife. You need to level up. The same way they want a traditional girl. The girl, she's going to be way more traditional back in my country. So trust me, she's not marrying you for love. She's marrying for your green card. So
are you against passport bros, or?
I understand the fundamentals of it for those who have done everything in life to make sure they are a man. But if you're not a man, I don't think you deserve that, honestly. If you don't have your life together, what makes you think you know how to appreciate a traditional wife? If some other guy who's living here who's never had an idea of what a male figure is in his life, he's going based off of whatever little content he picks from the internet. He's saying, well, I want a traditional wife. But therefore, he doesn't even have like a credit score. He doesn't even have like his life in check. He's still driving the hoopty from high school. But you want a traditional girl. Like, what happens when you bring that girl over here? You're going to basically make her a Western woman, and she's going to realize, like, this guy really doesn't have his shit together. Now she's going to cheat.
Oddly enough, I actually agree with everything she's saying. But I do believe most of the passport bros who are going to try to find a wife, because there's two different categories, in my opinion, of passport bros. The one that's just, you know what I'm saying, trying to have, you know what I'm saying, just trying to hook up with females, and the ones that's actually trying to find a wife and start a family. So the ones that's trying to find a wife and start a family, I think most of those dudes are already serious-minded. They're already serious about what they want. They already got their stuff together. They've already tried with women over here in States, and they're so fed up with what comes from dating modern women and the results that come from that they go to the extreme and say, you know what, I'm going to go all the way across the world and find me a wife, because these women over here ain't wives. I believe for a man to be a passport bro and to be trying to find a wife, he does got his stuff together. It just seems like she automatically assumes that dudes ain't leveled up that's trying to find a wives going overseas. But I do believe you should have your stuff together.